Welcome to our Path to Anandam self-healing session. Today is our very first session for this new program, which is based on two books, Yoga Beyond Asana, and also Ultimate Happiness, Health Through Chakras. And it is all about healing. How we heal ourselves and also how do we heal others. Pranam to Guruji. For blessings and guiding to have this program. I'm Satya Kalra, your host and founder of Path to Anandam organization, which was guided by Hariharji Maharaj. So today's session is self-healing. And today we will be covering what is self-healing? Why self-healing? What does it do? And how to attain it? How to self-heal ourselves? So what is self-healing? Very simple question. I asked this question to our 9-year-old grandkids yesterday because we have spoken about self-healing before. And they immediately says, well, self-healing means you heal yourself. Very simple. But there is so much behind it. That what is self-healing? Because we are born to heal ourselves. We get into so many situations where we feel very uncomfortable and it leaves some scars in our system. So when we actually feel the self-healing or get the self-healing, so self-healing is a state of physical and mental well-being, the complete well-being. And actually WHO in 1946 defined it, that a state of physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely absence of diseases, but the total well-being. So it's not just the free of diseases because diseases are more toward the body, but how the mind and the soul is connected. So able to repair our physical and mental damage without outside agencies, means we do it ourselves. We have a capabilities to recover ourselves from our physical, emotional damage, hurts, whatever has happened to us. So basically bringing oneself back to the state of well-being, wholesome life, feel happier, healthier, peaceful, and enjoy life to the fullest. And our body, mind, emotions, and soul are part of one integral system. So healing and wholesome, but it happens only when the mind, body, and spirit are all in balance. So it's not just the well-being of the physical body, but it is the mind and also connecting to our higher self. So again, why self-healing? Here you can see self. Self does not mean that just me. It's you, me, and self has two meanings. Self is who we are right now, what we're talking about. But there is a higher self. That's why it calls self-realization, means realize who we are. But here we are mainly talking about why self-healing. Our physical body gets into many diseases, many hurts, especially our emotional being, our mind, our has a lot of messages on our previous lives, as well as our own stories. Worries, fear, stress, anger, criticism, negative thinking, attitude, all these affect our body. And not only it affects our body, it imbalances the energy in us. Therefore, we must heal this broken me, broken you, broken self, which is a lot of wounds we carry from our childhood to now, which result into our emotional being, and it develops our personalities. So how to unlock our hidden power, healing and wholesome and life? So balance and harmonizing the energy of body, mind, and soul, wellness. How could we harmonize? Because it happens due to the imbalance of energy in our body. And there are many techniques are available, and they're more commercialized. But we will go beyond that. But I thought it's better to bring it here because many of you might have heard those names. Like, we are going to more focus on the quantum healing, meditation. But there are very pranic energies, crystal energy, chakras healings, Reiki, Tai Chi, which is from China. And again, the other one, which is very important one, is journalism. Whenever we have some issues, if we can just write it on piece of paper, not necessarily we have to send it to anybody or do anything about it, but at least it gets out of our system. That also helps to heal. And some of the hobbies we have, like painting, walking, whatever we have, it basically takes us off our stress, which is a major cause of imbalancing the energy in our system. And then, of course, yoga, pranayam, and contemplation, relaxation, meditation, prayers, etc. And here we are going to mainly talk about the meditation part of it, which affects our body, mind, and soul. All that connects us. It calms our body, it heals our body, it heals our mind, and finally it gets connected to within us. We still feel calmer, and when we feel calmer, that's where we get connection. So what is meditation, or what is quantum meditation? You heard the name meditation. The meditation, as it sounds, meditation, station, mind station, station of the mind, focus of the mind. And it is I call it, it is a mind control tool, or it is a spiritual practices, the technique which gives us calmness, freedom from worldly pains and miseries and within, and our anger and fear, and it heals us. So basically it heals us from our past issues, our present situations, and we become more calmer, and we can solve our issues and be more realistic. So it gives us, brings us, it grounds us, where we feel internally connected, which I call it ananda. So gradually meditation, the mind control tool, becomes life management tool. And finally, it becomes the self-realization tool, means we realize who we are. And as I mentioned, it is based on, this part has taken from my book, which is Yoga Beyond Asana. Yoga is much more than physical exercise. And it's Patanjali's, based on the Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga and Bhagavad Gita. But all that they teach us that we have to be, how to behave, yama, niyama, asanas, pranayam, pratyahara, contemplation, meditation, and then finally samadhi. So it gives a step-by-step procedure to us that what is Patanjali's yoga is all about. But so to me, yoga meditation is the path. It's a path to Anandam, which takes us from pains and miseries to ultimately experience our love, peace, and Anandam. But nowadays, you hear a lot of different type of meditations. And we are going to mainly focus on Anandam meditation, union with self. But there are awareness meditation, and which is another very good one, because it makes us awareness, like we are sitting, we have some mantras or whatever, we just even think about that I'm right here. Living in the consciousness, awareness is true meditation. But now there are many different type of meditations. As I said, chakras meditation is there, sitting meditation, walking meditation, sleeping meditation, which is called Yog Nidra, love meditation, Shunya meditation, which is ultimately Samadhi. But nowadays, there are so many meditations, so many type of meditations, you name it, and it is there. But actually the question comes, do I meditate or do I contemplate? And anything, we use the external objects to meditate. For example, which are the good steps, which is a contemplation is a very, very important, but it is the fifth step according to Patanjali's yoga. But contemplation takes us to meditation. But contemplation, when we meditate on the external objects, like we take it even Krishna Bhagwanji's murti or anything, or flower or light or whatever, it is external. But once we go to external, then it takes us inside. And like mantras, we contemplate on mantras or light or anything. Eventually we become mantra. We totally merge with that object, and then object is not there, the mantra is not there, and the only thing is left is shunya. There is nothing there, and we merge with that. That is called the true meditation. But prior to meditation, that is contemplation. And here are given the 8 Patanjali's, they call it 8 limbs of Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. But the message here is meditation is not just a theoretical thing, what we're talking about. 99.999 is a practice. Therefore, the practicing of meditation is more important. But how to do it? As previous slide shows, that according to Patanjali's yoga or even a Bhagavad Gita, there are steps, yamas, how we behave with others, how we behave with ourselves, like ahimsa, abhay. All these parts are part of yoga. But then we get to the asanas, and that's why we call it asanas. It takes care of the physical body, exercises. But if we do not combine it with the breath, then it becomes only the exercise. We have to combine it with our breath, and that takes us to our pranic energy. That combines us to our pranic energy. If you really focus on your breath and you go deeper, you will just feel the energy which is flowing in your body. You will not be able to even feel the breath anymore. And of course, mantra, I call it, which is man ki lagam. Anytime mind shifts anywhere, mantra brings it back. And here we use Om mantra. And of course, that's where we comes to meditation and prayers. So yama and niyama takes us to next step is asana and pranayama. Then pratyahara. Pratyahara means enough is enough. Not too much attachment. And then dharana. Dharana is the what we are talking about, the contemplation. And then dharana takes us to meditation. And then it goes to shunya, the samadhi. This is a step-by-step process. So we cannot really jump up. But this is why I call it requires a practice. And even Patanjali's yoga and Iyengarji all said the same thing, that we have to go step by step and practice it. Then we can experience ultimate healing or healthy body, healthy mind, stress-free life, which takes us to happy and peaceful life and eternal happiness and peace. So I want to share with this, which is a science behind the meditation, how we should breathe, how we should take the breath, and how that happened to the thoughts. So this is a 2-minute movie. And here is the sitting stage. We have to be very comfortable. Sukham asana. First thing Patanjali's Yoga Sutra says, Sukham asana. And even Bhagavad Gita says the same thing. Sit comfortably. Put your hands in your lap, which is called Anjali Mudra. And right thumb is up and the left thumb is underneath. And close your eyes very gently. And when we sit, then just observe what happens. Focus on our nostrils. And breathe. But before we start breathing, look at what's happening. As soon as we sit down, all the thoughts, whatever is in our mind, it comes. That's why we always hear these complaints that whenever I sit for meditation, I get all of those thoughts. But that's a very natural. So do not be discouraged, but continue to focus on your nostrils and take a deep breath all the way down to your stomach. This is a very important step, but still continue to struggle with the external thoughts which are embarking on us. So the more we focus on our deep breath, the thoughts will stop coming or start becoming less and less. So this is a very important step. Focus on your nostrils and continue to have a deep breath. And then this breath becomes less deeper and less deeper and shorter, because now the concentration is going more upward toward the middle of the nose, and from nose to the middle of the eyebrows, which is called sixth chakra, Gyan chakra, third eye. And once we are connected, then we get the energy from the top, which falls on our head region.
This cosmic energy flows through the energy body. It is also called the etheric body. The energy body forms with more than 72,000 nadis, or energy tubes, which runs all across the body. All these energy tubes start from the top of the head region. This region is called Brahmarandra. These nadis spread throughout the body like roots and shoots of a plant. The energy body is the main base for the design of our life. This energy body is the main source of all our actions and even our existence. Our energy body receives cosmic energy during deep sleep and meditation. We are using this energy for our body and mind activities like seeing, speaking, hearing, thinking, and all physical actions. All these functions are totally based on the incoming cosmic energy. The inflow of cosmic energy is purely based on our thoughts. When we have thoughts, the inflow of cosmic energy is obstructed. In other words, our thoughts are the stumbling blocks for the inflow of cosmic energy. When the inflow of cosmic energy is less, the energy in the energy tubes depletes. This depletion causes etheric patches in the energy body. These etheric patches gradually lead to diseases in the physical body. In other words, root cause for all diseases is the lack of energy in the etheric body. In meditation, we get abundant cosmic energy. It flows through all our energy tubes of the energy body. When cosmic energy is passing through energy tubes, because of its heavy flow, it cleanses all etheric patches. When etheric patches are cleansed, we come out of all our illnesses. When energy starts flowing through the Brahmarandra, we feel heaviness in the head region or heaviness of the whole body. When energy is cleansing the energy tubes in a particular region, we may get itching sensation or pain in that region. Sometimes we may experience pain in various places in the physical body. For these pains, we need not take any medicine. All these pains will vanish by doing more meditation. By intake of more and more cosmic energy through meditation, we come out of all physical and mental illness. If we meditate inside the pyramid, meditative state can be achieved 3 times faster than normal.
So that answers many of our questions. Why do we meditate? But now the answer meditate. And as I mentioned, the contemplation part, based on my experience for last 40 plus years, Om mantra was given to me by Supreme Power. As I mentioned the story before, that we were in Chicago at one there. I was pregnant with my daughter, who is 43 years old now. And one night, the cold night, all of a sudden the light and the Om mantra came on me. And I had no idea what it was because I did not even know what his Om symbol is. And it lasted for 3 or 4 hours, whole night. And it was a cold night, but I felt so warm. And after that, every night, I enjoyed that so much. I just went into that light. It gave me so much heat. It became my sleeping blanket. And I did not know I was meditating, what I was doing, but my nights became very smooth, very comfortable, very enjoyable. I was having deep sleeps and I was just seeing all those. Sometimes I used to talk to Mata, sometimes I talked to Ganesh, and I did not know what was happening, but I was enjoying that. And after that, many saints have given me different mantras. I took the Diksha also, and nothing lasts. And finally, I asked Guruji, no other mantras, because I'm so used to the Om that on these mantras just don't stay with me. And he says, Beta, don't worry about it. God has given you this mantra, and this is your God's gift. Just enjoy it and utilize it. So to me, Om mantra is the Sulabh path, and I call it Nitya Yuktasya Yogina. Always stay with it. That's the message I had, and I wanted to share that story with you. So why I so much talk about Om mantra? Because it is the God-given gift to me. And it is a music of the soul. And It's the sound of universe. Every time you close your eyes, you will hear the Om mantra right from your ears. And it is so enjoyable. And it is also known as this Vishnu, Brahma, Mahesh. In other words, it is a creator. It gives you the maintenance of the life. And then also it gives you, resolves your problems. So resolving pains and miseries, which is dissolutions. And this is a Shivji's assignment, and he helps us with that. And it is a creation. It is, I call it Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, which gives me courage, which gives me peace, and which gives me the wisdom. And it helps me with my past. It helps to take me back, and it takes everybody. It's not just me. When you really meditate, you can go and figure out what is happening in your life. You can even go to your past lives, and from there you get the messages. Yes, this is where you are from your previous life, or which life you are going through this particular situation because of that. And then it also guides you for the future as well. So it gives you that wisdom to set the directions of your life and solve the problems. So it basically, Om brings the awareness. And that's why I call it Om is the path to Anandam. So Om means A-U-M. A means awareness, Anandam, U unites, M with me. So with Om, Anandam unites with me. This is, or I could say OM, oneness. O means oneness, and M means me, oneness of me and my Lord, supreme power. So Om is our inner voice, inner soul, and it is our real nature. And it is you. Om is you, Om is me, Om is everything. So Om is all in one and all in all, and one in all. So Om is love, peace, Anandam, and that's where you see our logo, this logo there, which actually after 20 years, it was the birth of that logo also through meditating on the Om. So to me, Om is path to Anandam. So how it helps? I'm going to start this, how Om mantra helps to cleanse our system and heal ourselves. See how gradually, little by little, all the negativity is dissolving, and the golden light is coming in every cell of the body becomes lightened, enriched. So I just want to repeat one more time. See how the negativity is there, and then it is how it is dissolving. And finally enriches us with the golden light. So there are prerequisites for meditation. And the best one to me is, it comes from Bhagavad Gita. Yukta aha yukta viharasya. Yukta chetasya karmasu. Yukt, everything has to be yukt, means everything has to be balanced. Sleep, our life, our entertainment, our action, our food, what we eat. Then we can heal ourselves. Without having the balanced life, we cannot heal ourselves. That's why it says, one who is disciplined in moderating and balancing his eating, his recreation, his working, his sleeping, and his walking, for him, the yoga becomes the destroyer of all of his pains and miseries. And finally, it experience healthy life, healthy life, healthy mind, and happy every day of and enjoys every activity of life. So a lifestyle that is led with purity in thoughts, which is required for meditation, purity in food, purity in speech, purity in listening, and purity in action, lead to purity of heart, and liberation means ultimately happiness. So where to meditate? I think we will cover that, but I'm just going to, due to that time limit, we will just simply, as we have discussed, that postures have to be very comfortable and minimum accessory is required. Just place where you can sit. That's it, just a clean place. Timings, whatever suits you. But initially, I would say in the beginning, we need mantras, we need the time like morning, noon, at night, every time, even for 5 minutes. But actually meditation is not just a timely. We have every moment of our life is a meditation if we live in the awareness of consciousness. So practice, practice, practice. And once we start practicing, the benefits, there are many benefits, as you already saw that. So, but in summary, it gives us that Anandamaya Shakti, that healing power, which balances the energy in our system. It burns out all of our past sanskaras and minimize the negativity in our body, which means we heal, burn our cause and effect. This is what called the pralabdha or old karmas, and empties the subconscious mind, which we carries lot of garbage, I say, lot of our past memories, and regenerates the mutants, the genes of our body. In fact, and of course, it changes our old habits, transform us. That's why it is such a good tool for self-transformation. And by doing that, when we change our habits, our thought process, our destiny changes. हमारी किस्मत बदल जाती है meditation करने से. Make your master of your mind and lifestyle, and then we heal and get the freedom. And there are so many publications. I just brought one example, but there are millions of publications on, I mean, this is from UCLA, but from Stanford, for NIH. NIH has, I think, almost 1 million meditations, publications on this one. And Stanford, all the Ivy organizations or institutions have done so much data, so much instruments that they have developed, where they measure the effect of meditation on the body. And here it says that, it's a beautiful one, meditators have younger brains. And they did a lot of study on this one. It's okay. In other words, it's not that what we just talk about it. This is the study now. It's the science and spirituality is combined. Meditation used to be considered as spiritual practices, but now the science has proven it. So it is more, and I enjoy it because being a medical scientist myself, I really enjoy this scientific part. And here I put, see, it actually changes the mutancy in the genes. The whole DNA of the body changes. Of course, this is the 10 benefits of meditation, just as a summarizing it, that it gives us a good sleep. It makes us sleep stress-free, and all we already talked about it. It gives us the golden light, improves our habits, etc. But meditation is the best medication for all the agitations, as Swami Chidanand Ji said. So I would not go more into this one but ultimately meditation takes us to samadhi, equanimity, and then healthy body, healthy mind, and happy and peaceful life. So it gives us the self-awareness, purification, transformation, and of course, we ultimately are connected to supreme power and have a healthy body and healthy mind. So to me, meditation is the gateway to liberation for all the miseries and pains. And it, of course, gives us the awareness who I am, where did I come from, what is the purpose of my life, and how will I go back where I came from, and how to attain it. So it awakens the guru within. So ultimately, we enjoy our healthy life and peaceful life through meditations. So meditation is the best medication. So today I meditate. So thank you very much for joining, and we will really, the message here is that I am free from pains and miseries. I am healed. That's the message we have to give it to our mind. And now we will go into our meditation.